Think about the last time something truly painful happened. It could have been a harsh criticism from your boss, a friend letting you down, or even just an unexpected bill landing on your doorstep. The initial sting is bad enough, isn't it? But what happens next? For most of us, the real lasting damage doesn't come from the event itself. It comes from what we do to ourselves afterward. There's an ancient teaching that reveals we are often wounded not once, but twice. And that second wound, that's the one we inflict on ourselves. In the next few minutes, we will explore a profound Zen parable known as the two arrows. It distinguishes between the pain that life gives you and the suffering that you create. Understanding this difference isn't just an intellectual exercise, it is the key to breaking free from the cycles of anger, anxiety, and resentment. This is the secret to not making things worse. The Buddha was once teaching his students, and he asked them a simple question: if a person is struck by an arrow, is it painful? His students replied, "Of course it is painful." The Buddha then asked, "And if that person is struck by a second arrow in the exact same spot, is that not even more painful?" "Yes," the students agreed. "It is doubly painful." Then the Buddha explained, "In life, we cannot always control the first arrow. This is the arrow of unexpected events, loss, of another person's carelessness, of our plans going wrong. This is the inevitable pain of being alive. It strikes everyone, wise or unwise." He paused, looking at his students. "But the second arrow, that is the arrow of our reaction. It is the arrow of rumination, of blame, of self-pity, of anger, of asking, 'Why me?' This arrow is our judgment about the first. It is our story about the pain. And this second arrow is optional. The wise person feels the pain of the first arrow, but they do not shoot themselves with the second. This teaching is the very bedrock of mental resilience. Let's be very clear about what these two arrows look like in our modern lives. The first arrow is the event. You get stuck in traffic and are late for an important meeting. That's the first arrow. It's a painful, frustrating event. Someone leaves a negative comment on something you posted online. First arrow, it stings. You make a mistake at work. First arrow, the immediate feeling of embarrassment or fear. These events are outside of our full control. They happen. They are the price of admission for a full life. But the second arrow, that's the story we tell ourselves. Stuck in traffic, the second arrow is, "I'm so irresponsible. My boss is going to think I'm a loser. My whole day is ruined. Nothing ever goes right for me." That is the self-inflicted attack. After the negative comment, the second arrow is, "Everyone must hate me. Why did I even post that? I'm an idiot. I should just delete my account." That is the spiral of self-judgment. After the work mistake, the second arrow is, "I'm going to get fired. I'm incompetent. I can't do anything right." That is catastrophizing. The second arrow is suffering. Pain is the event. Suffering is the narrative. Pain is what happens to you. Suffering is what you do to yourself. We take a single moment of pain, and with that second arrow, we turn it into an hour, a day, or even a week of misery. We become both the archer and the target. So how do we stop this? How do we put down the bow? It's a practice, not a switch. Here is a 4-step Zen method you can start practicing today. Step 1. Acknowledge the first arrow without judgment. When pain strikes, your first job is to simply notice it. Name it. Say to yourself, "This is painful," or "There is a feeling of anger," or "This is frustrating." Don't deny it. Don't pretend it doesn't hurt. By simply acknowledging the raw sensation of the first arrow, you validate your experience without immediately adding a story to it. Step 2. Create a sacred pause. This is the most critical step. The moment you feel the urge to launch the second arrow, the blame, the anger, the story, you must create a gap. The easiest way is with your breath. Take one single conscious deep breath. Inhale and exhale. This tiny pause is a moment of power. It's the space between the event and your reaction. In this space, you find your freedom. Step 3. Recognize the second arrow. In that sacred pause, see the second arrow for what it is. See the story you're about to tell yourself. See the anger building. See the self-pity creeping in. Label it in your mind. Ah, this is the second arrow. This is the story. This is optional. Just by seeing it, you separate yourself from it. It's no longer controlling you. You are observing it. And step 4, choose compassion over condemnation. Instead of launching that second arrow of judgment at yourself or at others, offer a moment of compassion. It can be as simple as telling yourself, "It's okay to feel this way. This is a difficult moment." This isn't about letting people off the hook. It's about letting yourself off the hook. You are choosing not to poison yourself in response to the initial wound. Acknowledge the pain, pause with the breath, recognize the story, and choose compassion. That is the practice. The first arrow is inevitable, but the second one is a choice. Every time you refuse to shoot that second arrow, you are building a mind of unshakable peace. If this lesson can help you on your path, subscribe to ZenWonders and join us on this daily journey. And now, for our reflection, think of a recent time you were hit by a first arrow. What was the second arrow you shot at yourself? If you feel comfortable, share your experience in the comments. Recognizing it is the first step to letting it go. Thank you for your presence.